Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have this New Year's Eve inspired look for you today, and it includes a little bit of kind of shimmery glitter, a really nice pink neutral lip, and the eyes are pretty sultry and really just kind of party ready. So I hope you guys enjoyed this makeup tutorial, and let me know what you think in the comments down below, and let's get started. So if you are planning to go out on New Year's Eve, you are definitely wanting your makeup to stay on all night long, so you're going to want to prime. So the first primer that I'm using is by Loreal, and this is the Lumi Magique. This has a really nice kind of like almost like a sheen to it, like a metallic sheen. So if you do have oily skin, I would opt for you to stay away from this, but if you don't, then feel free to use it. And then also I'm going in with Benefit Porefessional, and this is just going to kind of fill in any extra pores and just kind of cover any fine lines, and it's just going to create a really nice smooth base for us. Now for foundation, you definitely want something that has either low SPF or no SPF, just because you typically are taking a lot of photos on New Year's Eve. So I'm opting for one that has low SPF, just because I do know how this foundation works. It's by Arbonne, and it's their Perfecting Liquid Foundation, and I find that this one is really nice photographed. So I really did like the effect that this foundation gives. I find that it gives a medium to full coverage, and also there is no white flashback with this whatsoever, so I find that it's absolutely fine for any kind of special event. And I'm just going to blend that out with my Miracle Sponge, I think it's called, by Real Techniques, and I'm just going to dab that into the skin, and also just down my neck, in my hairline, and just into my ears as well, just so there are no distinguished lines of foundation. And then for my concealer, I'm going for my regular concealer by MAC, which is the Pro Longwear Concealer in NW20. This is going just underneath my eyes, and I'm just going to blend that out with my finger. I find that the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer is starting to crease on me a little bit. I don't know if it's just me, but I find if I'm going to be wearing this for a really long time, I find that I need to blend it out with my fingers just to warm the product up into my skin. And then for my extra highlighting concealer, I'm going to take this pen by L'Oreal, and this is the Lumi Magique concealer slash highlighter in the color 1 Light. Now if you want something that's more pink based, you can go for number 2 medium. Number 1 is a yellow based one. You've got the yellow based one and also a pink based one. It is totally up to you what kind of color you want to go for, but I find since that I am a little bit more tanned and I want more of a full-on highlighted effect, I definitely want to go for something a little bit more yellow based. And I'm going to put this on the high points of my face, so just underneath my eyes, on the top of my cheeks as well, on my forehead, a little bit down my nose, on my cupid's bow, and also on my chin. I'm going to blend that out with that same Miracle complexion sponge that I use for my foundation. Now just for some extra kind of contouring and to give my face a little bit more shape underneath my powder, I'm going to take this Maybelline FIT ME Stick in the color 330, which is the darkest one that you can purchase on the Australian market, and I'm just going to run that on where I typically contour. So basically just underneath my cheekbones, on my temples, on my forehead, and also just down my nose as well, just to slim that down. And I will go over top of it with a powder just to further enhance that contour and further enhance the bronziness, but this is just going to give me a really nice base for that extra bronzer. So I'm just going to blend that out with a fluffy brush, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Now I don't know about you guys, but when it comes to New Year's, I get really excited, because it's the one time of year that I really feel like you can play with glitter and just go crazy with your makeup. I don't know what I'm doing for New Year's yet, but let me know in the comments down below what you guys are doing, and hopefully that will inspire me to do some exciting plans. But then moving on to powdering our face. Now typically if you are going for more of a dewy finish, you don't have to powder your face if you don't want to, but since that I will be going going out, fingers crossed, I will want my makeup to stay all in place all night. So I'm using two different setting powders. So the first one right now that I'm using is the e.l.f. Under Eye HD setting powder, and this one has a little bit more of a highlighting property to it, has a really nice kind of like a small amount of shimmer in it, and I'm just going to put that all under my under eye area. And then to set the rest of my face, I'm taking my Australis Fresh and Flawless powder in the color Deep Natural, and I'm going to do a really light layer of this all over my face, and that's just going to set it all in place, and that will stay all night. Then moving on to the NARS Guy Bourdin palette. Now unfortunately this is limited edition, but you can still purchase majority of the shades in this palette, which is amazing. So the first shade that I went in with was Laguna. You can see that I'm using this kind of fluffy brush. Now this brush is by Royal and Langnickel, if I'm not mistaken. I've had a couple of people ask me where I've gotten it from. I purchased it at IMATS at least 2 years ago, and I don't know if you can still purchase it or not, but you basically just kind of need like a fluffy paintbrush kind of brush, if that makes sense. And you can see I've just put that all over where I put that cream contour to start off with. And then for my blush, I've decided to go for NARS Orgasm, which is one of my favorite shades out of this palette. I've always been a little bit of NARS Orgasm because it has like kind of chunks of glitter in it, but I have really warmed up to the color and I absolutely love it. I think it's beautiful, and it definitely goes with this look and pretty much every other look that you go for. It's beautiful, and if you don't have it, it is definitely a must-have. And then for my highlighter, now this one was a limited edition shade, and I believe the color is called Devotee. I think that's how you say it. But if you don't have this palette, I would definitely opt for something like MAC Soft and Gentle or NARS Albatross. You can go for either one of those, or you could even go for whatever highlighter you like. You could even go for the Balm Mary Luminizer. You can go for whatever you want. I'm just using it because it's in this palette and it's convenient. So just use whatever you like, and you saw that I put that on my cheekbones and on the highest points of my face as well. Then moving straight onto the eyes, I'm using this cute little thing by Covergirl. This is the Bombshell Shine Shadow in the color 320 Ula Lilac. I'm putting that all over my eyelid, and then that's going to work as a base. So moving on to my first color of eyeshadow. Now this is actually from my eyebrow kit, and this is by MUA or Makeup Academy. This is their Pro Brow Ultimate eyebrow kit, and I'm just using the lightest color in that palette, and I'm going to use that as my transition shade, and I will be coming back to that. So then going on to the actual eyeshadow, I'm using this palette from NYX, and this is the Dusk Till Dawn palette, and in the palette it is on the top row, and it's the furthest color away on the right hand side, and the first color that I've chosen is a cool toned purpley grey. You can see it there, it's nice and matte, so I'm putting that in the socket line and blending that up, and then on the actual socket line to deepen up the color, I'm going on to the bottom row, and it's the second one in from the left hand side of the palette, and this is kind of like almost like a khaki green brown color. It does have shimmer in it, and that's why I'm putting it into my socket line and my outer V, and this is just going to darken up the look a little bit, and I'm just going to blend that in and just kind of smoke it out a bit. Now for my lower lash line, I'm going in on the first shade on the bottom line of the eyeshadow palette, and it's on the left hand side again, and this is a really nice bronze shade. I'm using a pencil brush, and I'm just going to blend that out on the bottom lash line, and I'm going quite far down to smoke it out. Now to further enhance that lower lash line, I'm going back in with my MUA or Makeup Academy Pro Brow Kit, and I'm using the taupey shade, the one that I use in my eyebrows, to smoke that out because it's a nice matte shade. And then back onto that next palette, I'm going on to the top shade, or the middle shade in the palette, and I'm using the frosty kind of white shade to highlight my brow bone. And then for the amazing shimmer that is all over my eyelid, I'm taking this product by NYX, and this is the Roll-On Shimmer in the color Walnut. Oh Oh my god, look at that. It is beautiful, and I promise this video is not sponsored by NYX. They have no idea who I am, but I just love their products. The next product that I'm using is again by NYX, and this is their Ultra Pearl Mania, and this is in the color White Pearl. This is my go-to inner corner highlight. I think it's beautiful, it's intense, it's amazing. I can't get enough of it, so I'm going to use it because it's beautiful. So just dabbing that on my inner corner, and I'm just going to smoke that out just a little bit and make that look really nice and highlighted. And then moving straight on to my eyelashes, I'm mixing two mascaras today. First one that I'm using is by Jordana, and this is the Best Lash Extreme Volumizing Mascara, and this one is getting a little bit dry and it is working amazingly. And then moving straight on to the Loreal False Lash Wings or Butterfly Wings Mascara, just on the lower lash line, just to further enhance that. I also put a pair of lashes on, if you guys didn't notice. I don't know which ones they are, they're just random wispies. I think they're by Ardell, and I've just popped those on. And then moving straight onto the lips, I have the Lipliner by Essence, and this is the Lipliner in 12 Wish Me a Rose, and I'm just going to outline my lips and make them nice and full because my lips are uneven, so just filling that in. And then for the lipstick, I've gone for this Australis Go Long Wear lipstick in the color Preppy, which is a matte finish. It is a beautiful kind of cool tone pink. It is beautiful, and it is matte, so if you don't like gloss, you can just leave it as is, but if you do want a gloss, I'm going in with this NYX Butter Gloss in the color Eclair. Oh my god, beautiful color. I absolutely adore this color. I love the lip glosses. I love this lip combo. I think it's amazing, and if you like it, I highly recommend it because it seems to be my go-to. So that is pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Let me know what you're doing on New Year's Eve. I hope you guys have an amazing New Year's Eve. Amazing start to 2015. I hope you guys have an amazing night. Stay safe, and I will see you guys in my next video and in 2015. Bye guys.